I'm Rida Athanasius with Magdi Yacoub Global Heart Foundation, and I want to take a minute to first thank you all for your partnership and your volunteering to help us raising funds. I want you to know that it makes a difference. It saves lives, and we appreciate it very much. I will also want to thank Professor Yacoub for making himself available to meet all of you, and Basant for setting it all up, and of course Dr. Wael, our medical director, for all his work organizing and coordinating these projects. And I'll turn it now to, I guess, Wael or Basant. Wael, I guess.
Yeah, again, I thank you, Professor Yacoub, for giving us the time. And I know you have a very busy schedule, so I'll pass it on to Basant now. I'm not going to take much time, but as we discussed, Professor, all that the supporters you see here, actually, they created their own campaigns on social media and Facebook out of their own initiative, and we thank them very much, and it did make a big difference. And so, Basant, do you want to introduce all our supporters here? And actually, let me get Prof first to say a word. Prof, would you like to say something to the supporters?
Just to add my thanks and to say how proud we are to have members of the extended family. We are very happy to have you supporters with us, because if you see the need in Egypt and around the world, but mainly in Egypt, Aswan and the new center, you will really realize how important your participation is. So with that, I say thank you.
Basant, please take it from there. But I think you should maybe introduce each one by they have a chance to talk to Professor Yacoub, or you take it from there.
Yes, so one is thank you all, because again, you are supporting us in a very unique way by spreading our cause to your community. And I think the more of that kind of support we get, the more people hear of our cause and everything that happens in Egypt and the need for your support. So whoever wants to go first, again, this is a meeting with Professor Yacoub to thank you. If you have a question, if you want to say something or talk.
Yeah, let us start. And if we miss someone, please raise your hand, but rather than everybody go in. So let's start by, I'm not sure, Mr. Yusuf Hanna or Dr. Yusuf Hanna. Yeah. So.
No, my name is Tadros Hanna. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and such a privilege to be among such amazing people like you. For sure, a great honor to be with Dr. Magdi Yacoub. All what he did for the work and for he's a legend, so I cannot talk too much. God bless him. God bless all of you, and the great work you are doing for humanity. Thank you.
And I just asked what's the time now in Australia?
It's 3 a.m.
Oh.
But
Thank you for staying up.
By the way, it's today. It's a day off, a holiday. It's the Queen birthday. You know, in every state, it's a different. So it's So it's really interesting. I'm blessed to be here and talking to you, Dr. Magdi. Really a blessing, such a blessing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can we have Katrina and Danielle?
Hi, I'm Katrina, and I'm also from Melbourne. And this is my parents, Christine and Carlos.
We're so proud of you, Dr. Magdi. We're also proud of Katrina. She born in Egypt, and she came here 5 years old. She scored 99.6 on the high school, and she is a student of the Monash Medicine.
I'm first year medicine.
First year medicine.
Okay.
Oh, congratulations.
And she did, she raised the campaign, and she encouraged me to donate and ask my friends as well to donate. So we are so proud of her.
Thank you, Katerina. I have visited Monash actually more than once, and it's a very, very impressive university. And I just wish you luck, and all what I can say that the specialty, humanity, the cause need people like you. We need young blood, enthusiastic, who will carry that load, which is a big, big load. It's not to be underestimated. So I just say thank you and good luck.
Thank you for all you do. Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you.
It's such an honor. It's a lifetime experience that which I guess we will never forget, Sir Magdi. And if you have a, I don't know, if you have a piece of advice for her, maybe she could, I would say, join your team one day and be one of your students. So
we would love to have her in Aswan when she feels like it, to see firsthand both the suffering of the kids and the families, but also the joy when they get better. And it is a mixture, of course, and it's hard work. But we would love to have you, Katerina, when you feel like it. And advice, just follow your dream.
Thank you, sir.
thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll go by Sandra.
It's good we started with Australia because now they can go to sleep.
No, they can't. They should stay with us.
Breakfast time.
So
Hi, doctor. I'm so excited that I'm talking to you right now. You have no idea. My name is Sandra. I'm from California. I just graduated from UC Berkeley. I'm a political science major, and I'm on the pre-law path. And as Dr. or as Mr. Yusuf said, you're a legend. So I have so many questions for you, but I was able to narrow them down to 4 questions. I would be so honored if you could answer them.
Okay, fire away.
So my first question is, I know that especially in the NGO field, with careers that are revolving around helping people, you tend to face lots of struggles because, you know, that's just the world we live in. So in the early stages of your career, what kept you encouraged, or what kept you committed to actually like helping people and not just say, oh, I could be doing, you know, I could be like pursuing money or fame or whatever?
Oh, okay, that's a very good question. From a very young age, I sensed the inequalities and the suffering I saw firsthand in Asr al-Aini when I was a junior doctor. I used to see teenagers or even below 10 suffering ridiculously with pulmonary edema, coughing up blood, and so in a very brave fashion, when we knew there was something which could be done for these kids. So that just convinced me that something has to be done. You cannot accept this gross inequality around the world. Egypt is one of them, but my God, there is so much more if you look around. Have I answered your question?
Okay, and my second question is, what would you say is the most important thing to note while working with diverse teams?
Sorry, what is the most important thing in?
To keep in mind while working with diverse teams?
To be determined and what do you mean by diversity? Diversity in issues or people, or what is diversity?
Backgrounds, the different personalities. How do you make sure that everyone is on the same page and everyone has,
That's an excellent question. By trying to understand where they come from, and you will immediately see they are in pain, they have problems, and honestly, you just have to take each one of them as an individual and try and understand. Even the neonates, the babies, our team know that this is Sam. He is 10 days old. He comes from Anna, and his dad and mom have been doing something, and they are very upset. They come from a very poor background, and they've left everything, and they've come to. So we need to understand each one of them as an individual, rather than as a diseased heart, because that's very easy to do. That you say, here is an echo with a hole in the heart. We must. Oh no! It's not an echo. It's a person with a background and suffering, and try and understand each one of them as an individual with a background. Have I answered your question?
Yeah. Okay. And my next question is, so what's the most important thing to know, or what's your advice on working with others who are less privileged than you? Like, how do you maintain your humility, or how do you not give in to praise and your
That's another very good question. Teamwork is essential, as you know, and you realize very early on in your career that humility is a very important something you have to follow. And this is not original. This has been articulated by many philosophers in science, medicine, and every walk of life. If you lose your humility, you've lost everything. So you need to communicate with everybody. Never think that you know it all, because you don't. And be a humble individual as a member of the team. Never think that you are ahead of anybody, and listen to everybody carefully, because young people can surprise you and come up with brilliant ideas. All right, experience is important, and you try and tell them what you have seen in the last 50 years or whatever, but listen carefully what they have to offer as well. So humility is a very important thing to allow you to work seamlessly with the team and love each other, work as one. And now, as you probably know, it has to be multidisciplinary as well. So you have researchers, bioengineers, molecular biologists, anesthesiologists, surgeons, nurses, and each one of them come with something of value. So never underestimate the how many people in the team can fit in. Okay.
Thank you, Prof. I think we need to move on, Sandra, because there are many people waiting. So thank you so much, and thank you for all the work you're doing. I think we can move to Mr. John Fahmy.
Hi, Doctor.
Hello.
Okay, I'm John Fahmy. I'm a pharmacist here in Toronto. I graduated from Cairo University, 1998, so I'm a little bit old. Actually, the whole idea for this fundraising campaign for me, it was a memorial of one of a very close friend. I lost him in an accident probably 25 years ago. He graduated the same year, and he was going to one of the churches to do with the other church members, like a choir and everything, in a big bus, going to a small village over there to serve orphans, because he used to like kids a lot. And on their way back to Cairo, unfortunately, they had like a big accident, and 48 people died on this night. Yeah. So like I did this fundraising just because, like, as a memorial for him, because I knew that he used to love kids. So this year I just tried to do something just for him and his family, to remember him. And actually it turned out to be just like a privilege for me and an honor to see you and to talk to you like in person. That's like a great honor, to be honest with you. Here, when I came to Canada like 20 years ago, like I used to see the Sick Kids Hospital is a great thing for the society, because they are serving kids, any kid like under 15 or I think 16 years old. And, you know, like as an immigrant, I wished all these years to have this dream in Egypt, but like who can do this? Till you came to Egypt and chose Aswan, which is a great place to start your project. And I was really admired with what you have done so far. And like the dream became true. And this is thanks to you, of course. Like, I don't know what else to say, but I have connection with Passant, and thank you so much, Passant, for bringing me here. So just please, if anything, I know that like there are a lot of people around the world and much bigger than me that are helping you, but like even with a very small help, I would really appreciate if you give me the opportunity to help your project and help your kids and children over there in Aswan and like all over Egypt. Anything I can do, any more money I can collect from people here. I just want to be open not only to Egyptians who are living here in Canada. I'm trying to reach out for the Canadians themselves, because I'm sure that a lot of them would love to help. As I mentioned, that like I'm a pharmacist. If you need any medications here, I can send to you. If you have any shortage in medicine, just like let me know. I would really appreciate that you give me the opportunity to help. I know I'm like a very small, like little guy here, but like anything, I would really appreciate if you give me the opportunity to do something.
Thank you very much indeed for your feelings, which I can obviously coming out spontaneously. And I just want to point out that I didn't do this Aswan Heart Center or what's being done in Egypt and worldwide alone. There's a big team, and you see some of them tonight, but it's really a big team, and the team doesn't stop in Aswan or Cairo or wherever we go, but it includes people like you with this incredible enthusiasm. So welcome to the team. And I'm only a small cog and a catalyst which should make it happen. I certainly did not do it alone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you, Doctor.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
On that theme, it is my mistake that I didn't introduce Mr. Syed here. He's one of our teams in Magdi Yacoub Global Heart Foundation. He's in Texas, in Dallas, and he So we're spread all over the US. We have a small team, but it's doing, as Professor said, working together to make big things with your support. You really raised our morale, and when we saw you doing all these individualized campaigns, it really, we understand you, that you identify with us, and this is what we want, and we want you to spread the word as well as what Basant was saying. So let's go to Miss or Mrs. Yasmin. مش عارف بقى بقيت
العياط. Yasmin العياط.
Okay.
Yeah, such a great pleasure, like meeting you and talking with you, Sir Magdi. It's like one of the things that I have never imagined I will have this time and like opportunity, actually, because it's something like when I was very young, I was born and raised like Sir Magdi Yacoub, Dr. Ahmed Zuwail, and all those people are like the pyramids of Egypt, not only like just the Aswan hospital or the New Cairo one that we are like trying to help with, but it's years and years of like great work you have been doing just even before the Aswan Foundation. And I'm actually from Seattle, or like I live in Seattle. I was born and raised in Egypt and have been living all my life there. Came here like 6 years ago, and I'm a software engineer in Microsoft. So I'm not really in medical field, but it's one of the greatest things ever is saving humanity and doing like what most of doctors is doing, but also what you are doing is saving like the small precious hearts, and like giving them the like all the help and the procedures and like the support that I think Egypt is really needing due to like a lot of families are poor and they can't afford this or all the problems we know about. But like I think building this in the like what you are doing to the humanity is something that will be always remembered, like our generation, the previous ones, the next ones for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's something that's great, and really it's pleasure talking to you today. And I think, I don't know if Basant is doing this or who is doing this, but thank you for whoever the team is doing the Global Heart Foundation to make people outside Egypt able to donate and send the money easily through like a legit organization worldwide, like the Global Heart Organization. Once I knew about it, like the last year, I was like super happy that something like I can support like your work from here and in a good way. Just one, as John Fahmy said before, like how can we help to make this move and move more, and how can we help to do more? Maybe I'm not a doctor and I don't have anything to do in the medical field, but how can we, like, what's the opportunities to make people hear a voice for your organization and your NGO to help it grow more and more? Yeah, that's the only question I have. I would love always to serve this organization, to help, to do whatever I can do for it, to make it keep going and like help more people and more kids around the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Yasmin. What you're doing, the spirit you have articulated so well, that's what we need. Welcome to the bigger family. As I keep stressing, it's not one-man show, absolutely not. So we need a big family, and we feel it as you talk, that you are now already a member of the family, and spread the word, and let us do it together. That's all what it amounts to. Thank you again for all what you have said. And I mean, we really do appreciate the genuine feelings which are being articulated by people like yourself. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much. And to clarify some things, and in very short, we are a 501c3 organization. Reda is the executive director and the medical director. Passant, Said is one of the team as well. And Passant is in charge of the social media, Facebook, all these new technologies. She's been pushing for this for a while, and we have been giving her a very hard time, but she's coming through. And again, we thank you all. So to move on, let's go to Miss Rola, who appears to be in her car. Please, can you unmute? Yes.
Yes. Hi, I'm still in my car. My name is Rola Mahmoud. I am a neurologist here in the US. I specialize in multiple sclerosis and other autoimmune conditions of the central nervous system. I was born in Egypt, raised in Egypt, actually raised in Dubai. And then I went back to Egypt for my medical school, and then I completed my training in the US. I've been living here since 2008, and just want to tell you that we are so proud of you, Dr. Magdi. You're such an inspiration, and you know what you do for everyone is beyond amazing. I think we all love you. We really value your humanity. There's so many physicians out there, but you're very unique in what you do, and what you've done to families and to Egypt is really, truly appreciated. So thank you for everything you do. And I'm here to help. I'm not sure how I can help. I am a neurologist, and I can definitely help you with anything. You know how the brain and the heart are connected. So if there's anything I can do to educate people or to share with you or with your organization, I'm more than willing to help.
Thank you very much indeed. What a pleasure to meet somebody like yourself. Like I said before, welcome to the bigger family. Now we know who are with us, pushing together towards, there is so much to do, isn't there? And so we are just touching the surface, and hopefully that will trend will continue, and eventually it will be a big, big thing for humanity. Thank you, and what a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we'll move to...
Well, can I ask, Dr. Rola, what is your location?
I'm in Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
this
Thank
is
you.
Laila. She wants
Hi,
to say hi.
Laila. Hi, Laila.
Laila.
Oh,
How old are
there
you,
go.
Laila?
How old are you?
5.
She's
What a
5.
lovely age. Yeah. So you have a long career ahead of you. You can do whatever you want. Nice to meet you, Laila.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I see Mr. John has someone with him as well.
Yeah, here is little Xavier. And this is just like some screen. And here's my wife, Jennifer.
Hello.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, all. Okay, so we move on again, and we go to Ms. Jihan.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me to this meeting. It's a big pleasure and honor to be able to be part of this conversation. My name is Jihan Sifin. I live in Pennsylvania, in USA, and I was born and raised in Egypt. I had most of my career time in Egypt. I am a designer. I graduated from the Faculty of Applied Arts from the major of Advertising and Graphic Design. And I'm here in America for only 9 years. I'm so happy to be here. And I just want to tell Dr. Magdi Yacoub that I am so inspired by his love, generosity, and the way he uses his skill and gift from God, how he serves the community. And I love the Global Heart Organization and everything they do. So I'm so inspired by that. And every time I see a fundraiser in Dubai or in Egypt or anywhere in the world, I'm so inspired. And I was like, how can I be like these people? How can I be that great? How can I help Egypt? So that actually inspired me and gave me a sort of direction of where my career is going moving forward in my career. So I'm working now as an experiential graphic designer, connecting people to places, to a great content, and thinking in the future, how can I help Egypt in this? Like, how can I, especially the unfortunate children, how can I do experiences that get them engaged, stimulated, and happy, and educated, and all that. So I'm so inspired by this organization work, and I want to be a part of it. It's either donations or like if they need anything related to experience design, I'd be happy to help. And if you have any ideas in Egypt in general, it doesn't have to be the hospital, but anything, any ideas is always welcomed, and I'll be happy to help. So thank you so much for inviting me, and yeah, it's my pleasure.
What a pleasure to meet you, and we do need art and imagination and all that. So you are a great addition to the family, and hopefully, certainly we will use all your skills, both your enthusiasm and nice words, but also hopefully the art, which sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jehan.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now we move to Mr. Muhammad Sadik.
Yes. Hello, Dr. Magdi. Hello, everyone. I'm Muhammad Sadik. I am.
Muhammad, can we just can you introduce us to your friend or your sister, Ms. Jihan? She's in. Unmute.
Sure. That's my sister Hana.
My name is Hannah Toma.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Okay, Hannah.
Yes, she lives like 10 minutes away from where I am. So she was just here by chance. She was visiting me, and she heard me like speaking to Dr. Magdi Yacoub. She was like, "Yeah, I want to jump in."
Thank you for that.
Sorry, Mr. Muhammad. Please go ahead. Sorry.
No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, I am Muhammad Sadik. I am calling in from Seattle, Washington. And I work as a computer engineering manager for Microsoft Corporation. I've been living in Seattle for 20 years or so, or maybe a little bit more. And I actually had the pleasure of meeting with Dr. Magdi Yacoub and some other folks like 4 months ago in another event that Mr. Wael and Mr. Said have organized. So I had a chance to ask all of my questions to Dr. Magdi already. Just want to take this opportunity to really thank Dr. Magdi for sparing time to meet with supporters for the global foundations like myself and the rest of the folks here. It really means a lot knowing your very busy schedule to spare this time to meet with us. So I just want to thank you and ask if there is anything that we can do to help the foundation in any form. Definitely we'll do our best to support the foundation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Muhammad. It's a privilege to meet people like you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Well, if I may interject one minute, please, any one of you that is not receiving our emails and our information, if you be so kind and let Passant know your contact info so we could get you in our list and update you regularly with our news. And also we will let you know this is recorded. The Zoom session is recorded. We will post it. We will share with you. Please post it on your on your pages. Share it, promote it, and help us spread the word. And let's see if we could create a buzz and multiply your effort that way. Sorry, Wael, it's back to you now.
No, that's exactly it. We will, Passant will share the link with you so that you can share it on your own social media. That will help us to spread the word. And so that's, I think we have taken enough time from Professor Yacoub. And I also think that I'll hand it back to Passant. Professor Yacoub, before we do that, do you have any closing remarks you'd like to address everybody in this forum?
Only to say I'm deeply touched, happy to meet members of the family, and feel encouraged that we should work harder and move forward together. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Yacoub. Passant, it's your...
Again, thank you all for joining today, and thank you, Professor Yacoub, for joining and making the time to thank our supporters. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to me anytime. Yusuf, I see you raising your hand.
No, it's Tadros from Melbourne too. I didn't have the chance to say something for Dr. Magdi. I'm just sharing something. My father was a doctor, and he passed away in 1971. I didn't see him because he passed away a few days after my birth. So I'm sharing this because it was really strange. I came to Australia like 6 years now with my 2 children to restart a new life. I used to be architect and interior designer. I used to work with very rich people in Egypt, and suddenly everything happened that you lose everything, and you have to restart a new life. I came to Australia just believing in God, just believing in God. I have nothing but believing, and God had created a lot of things that I never imagined. So when I see Dr. Magdi Yacoub, I see not only Dr. Magdi Yacoub, the very talented, the artist of hearts, but I see the work of God in his life and how he is an inspiration for the youth and for the people. And you are a legacy, and we are very proud of you. Here in Australia, God make me do art to have a voice. So I cannot do anything, just have my voice and from my heart. And I noticed something. We have been very busy all our life doing things for ourselves. But now it's time in my life to do something for people who are vulnerable people. And by the way, Passant, you have to know something. By chance, or I cannot say by chance, it was by God work in my life that in my 50th birthday, that happened through the internet. Would you like to do a fundraising? And the first thing I saw was about Dr. Magdi Yacoub Foundation, Global Heart Foundation. So that's why I want to say to everyone, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter the small work you think you are doing. You have a message in your life, every one of you. And don't ask Dr. Magdi how we can help, please, because do the little, and the little will do amazing work in the life of others. Just have the will to do.
Thank you so much, Yusuf. Thank you for that. And
thank you.
So, Passant, back to you. And I think we have stretched the time for Professor Yacoub.
Thank you, Doctor.
He's very busy. So, please, you have the communication with Passant and spread the word. You can go to your YouTube channel as well and copy the links of the videos, spread it to your friends, whatever you want to do it's fine. You have the contacts. Basant, do you have any last words you want to say?
No, just continue spreading the word on social media. The impact is great and the reach is a lot further than in person. So just get as active as you can. We really appreciate it.
Okay, you can all unmute and give a shout out to Global Heart Foundation. And we all thank you for joining in. And thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you all.
And hope we success. Thank you, Professor Yacoub. Thank you, Lisa Yacoub, for helping out with the...
Can you hear her?
Yeah, I can hear it. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.